Hi everyone, welcome to a RenderSpaz video tutorial. I'm going to show you now how to create V-Ray displacement maps for car tires. And there's an easy way about going about this, but the first thing I want to do is I'm going to create a tire here and model this out. So this way you guys can actually see how to model some tires. Very basic, but you know, it gets you started. So I'm going to start off with the tube. All right, and you know, we just want to create something simple here, nothing too complex. It doesn't need to be, anyways. Okay, I'm gonna convert this to an editable poly, and let's grab the edge here. Let's just loop it. Grab the other edge. Loop it as well, and same with these bottom ones here. Let's loop these guys. And we just want to chamfer it a bit. We'll grab these top edges here. Actually, no, maybe the sides. Ring that and connect. And then we'll just want to bring this out a little bit around this, the sidewalls off there. I'm going to go and grab a Turbosmooth modifier. Okay, and then we just want to, just a little bit of detail here. I just want to add a kind of like a little edge down to the bottom here, just kind of give some realism. So I'm just going to create a new edge there and bring that in. Chamfer. So, oops. Grab that edge again here. It's loop. Oh, there we go. Alright, so there we have some kind of little bit of a definition in the front tire sidewall there. Now I'm just going to select the top, ring, go all the way around, and just do a sidewall starter there. I'm just going to get that all fixed up. Okay. Alright, now let's grab the front, or the top here, and let's just ring, connect. I want two edges. Okay, so create two new edges. We'll just kind of spread them out a little bit. Okay, and I just want to kind of bulge the tire out a bit. All right, so you can see we can sink it in. We just want to just bulge it up just a bit. Add some roundness to the tire there. So it's just not so straight. Okay, so I just use the scale tool there. And I'm not going to worry too much about the inner part of the tire, you know, just a bit, but something you wouldn't see, you know, if you're creating a car or something, so. Okay, now all you have to do really is throw a material on. I'm just going to skip through here, and I just added a rim to this, and all I've done was just use a simple material for the tire, and that's pretty much it. That's all I've done here. Okay, so now we want to get our displacement map. Okay, and what I've done here is I selected all the edges here, these outer edges, and I used ring, or I looped it, and then I ringed these edges here so it didn't go under the sidewall. And then I select it as a an element, okay? And then I detached it pretty much. So if we go down here to a detach, I just used it and detached it as an element, so it was a separate piece. So that way I can just select it and use it as a separate material. Okay? So now what we want to do is we want to go and create a UV map, Uvw map, and we want this to be channel 2. So we'll have a separate channel for this, and make sure it's there we go. Alright, so we're going to head over to the material here, and we're going to switch our material here. Just going to switch it over. Okay, so I just switched it over to just a map that I found on Google there, the displacement map. Just type in displacement tire tread, and you would find some different kinds. And then make sure their tiling is at 13, or roughly, you know, whatever the number may be. You just want to kind of tile it up. And just watch the edges here, that the edges don't go over towards the sidewall, or else you're going to get some funky displacement problems on the sidewall. So just like right now, it's to that edge. Okay, so just be aware of that. Okay, and then so once we have this created, we can see that we have the map properly UV'd. And now what we want to do is start to begin to get the extrusion. Okay, so we're going to head over to the modifier tabs here. We're going to go to Vray displacement mod, make sure it's a 3D mapping, grab the map from the material and make sure it's an instance, and boom, there we go. We have a nice tire tread texture as a displacement. This creates quite realistic looking tire tread. You know, it's very good. I mean, for extreme close-ups, this probably wouldn't be the best, but for decent shots, even close enough that you would get some good quality there. Other than that, that looks pretty sweet. Okay, so remember guys, it's just the element, and then making sure that you have the displacement on that, and then you know, put whatever you want in these tires, any kind of rim you want. So you can see here, very nice detail, and the better the displacement map, the better the displacement will look. So keep that in mind. So now I can show you here, guys, that if you notice in the top right there of the tire sidewall, you can see there's a little bit of a mess up there, and that's because our map is a little bit over the sidewall. So this is something to get a look out for. So let's just go back to the map real fast here. You can see kind of just on the edge, if you look on the RT window on the top right of the sidewall, you can see there's a little bit of a kind of a screw up there. Okay, so I'll just fix that up. Okay, so now that we fixed that up, we just all we had to do is just make sure that those on the UV map, that it just the sidewall there didn't interfere with the UV map of the displacement texture. So just now that I just kind of budged it up a little bit, you can see now that we fixed the issue. So just now that we get a look at, now that we get a look at this, we get a final a look, and hope this is useful for you guys. This is pretty much it. There's not really much to it besides that you can make some cool looking displacement maps and get some realistic tire treads going. Also, you can also do this with sidewalls, the same thing. I can show you guys that with that in another tutorial. But for now, I hope this is helpful, and if you have any questions or comments, like I said, check out renderspaz.com or Facebook myself at renderspaz3D Facebook, and that should be it, guys. Thank you.